Hi, Brittany. Hi, Kasha. Hi, Julia. Hi, Paula. Hi, Jackie. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Michelle. Welcome into this connection and this time as we move into these days of the Lion Gate. Hi, Lizette. Hi, Noreen. Hi from Calgary. How wonderful. Hi, Pamela. And Mary. Wow. Just lovely to see you all popping up. And yeah, welcome to the Rose reading for this Lionsgate new moon. So we are in to another window of this cycle of contraction and expansion. Hi, Andy. That is leading us somewhere. I know that for many of us, we're not too sure where it's leading us, but we have to trust that there is a process at hand that is, oh, thank you. Yeah, she's a beaut. That is leading us somewhere. It is actually a powerful time that we're in. We've all recognized the shift in the energy as we've moved from the summer solstice, and then obviously through the full moon and the new moon and another full moon and the Magdalene feast day on the 22nd. It's been such an intense few weeks. And of course we've come into this new moon in Leo, and this Lionsgate energy, this sense of a calling to find our power, find this internal place where we can really anchor in the heart-centered power that is Leo, that is calling us into a sense of lion-heartedness, perhaps. Something that is calling us to own our internal power and to be able to find a steadiness within that fire. Leo is a fire sign, in that flame, which normally is quite an unstable sort of energy. We're being asked to walk through the fires. We're being asked to find this place of alchemy within ourselves so that we can release, we can allow what is no longer a true frequency alignment for us to be burnt off, as does happen with the purification that is part of alchemy. that we can let go of the past, that we can let go of what is now really clearly not something that we can take forward with us. We are in such a potent time. Maybe this is a clearing in your physical space. Maybe there's more things that you need to let go of. That there is a place for traveling much more simply. A real sense of letting go of the past. These are going to be intense few months coming up. A lot of what was known is no longer going to be a steady structure for us. How do we find this place of lion-heartedness? How do we come into a place where we've got tools and we have resources that enable us to be able to ride out the storm, if you like, to be able to come into a verticality and a settledness within ourselves that will resource us as we go through probably, which is going to be one of the trickiest winters that we've had to navigate. There is so much disturbance on the planet, and the best thing that we can do is to hold some stillness and some stability within ourselves to navigate our way through and find the place where we don't fall into fear. We fall into this place that we have come for, that which we have actually come for, which is to find this place of inner mastery, this inner resource within us, so that we are a light for others on this pathway. It is an ask. I really feel that sometimes when I'm having a wobbly day. We all have wobbly days, and that's the blessing of community. This is the blessing of gathering together and finding those places where we know that we are seen, we know that we are heard, we know that we are held, so that we can rest into the support of another, and we can be there to support another. So let's see what the roses have got to offer us as wisdom, insight and healing as we navigate our way through this next few days. Obviously today's Friday. Tomorrow the energies will become more intense as we come to the exactitude of the new moon, and clearly the Lionsgate energy has within it a transformational portal that we have the opportunity to engage with. So let's see what the roses have got to offer us in this next piece of our journey. So we're asking for the wisdom of the roses at this time. And the first rose that's come forward is Rose 1. Now this beauty holds within her folds a real sense of nest, a real sense of falling into her. And you will notice that she's got right on the edges of her petals almost a violet tinge. And this was most apparent when we printed up the second edition of the Oracle. Hi Anna, hi Elias, hi Angela. This is she's calling us to allow for the higher frequency keys and codes to be received through the body. This rose calls us into anchoring into the base chakra. She sits on the base chakra, and she reminds us that the base chakra is connected to the musculoskeletal system. It is connected to the condition of the blood, and 30% of the energy in the base chakra goes down the legs. So this is part of us standing on our own 2 feet. This is partly about being able to walk forward in a very clear knowingness of who we are. Base chakra is connected to the tribe, is connected to your tribe, to your birth family. And from that, of course, above it sits the sacral chakra, which is this sort of individuation. Who am I inside the tribe? So this rose is calling us to take special attention, to make time to be in nature, to ground, to be able to be bringing presence. Even if you're sitting on a chair this evening, to bring your attention to the weight of your body sitting on the chair. How your body is supported by the chair, and how if you bring that attention, you can rest even easier into the support and that sense of being held that this rose can offer us if we connect in to that base chakra frequency. This is a beautiful rose to engage with. You can see she's rich, she's fleshy, and you could almost curl up inside of her for her protection. Really, really powerful, energetic to connect with. So I invite you to put a hand on your higher heart chakra and to connect with this rose and just breathe her in and allow her to drop right down into the body and settle into the base chakra, into your base chakra. And just feel the resource that she brings. Just feel that steadiness and that rootedness that she invites you to connect with. She is just pure love, and she wants to be the best support she can be. And as I say, remember that she is connected to the musculoskeletal system. She's connected to the blood. She is connected as a resource for you to stand strong on your own 2 feet. She is a resource energetically for when you are ready to walk forward. So many of us are really being called to anchor and bring forward the work that we contracted to do at this particular point in our journey. And this is a really just a beautiful, beautiful energy to work with. Call on her as a resource. And she will be a support for you at this particular time. So let's just see what the second rose might be that wants to come forward for our reading this evening. The second rose this evening is the Stellar Gateway. And this beautiful rose is the portal. She's the gateway that enters into Akasha. She is the portal that you need to connect with through the crown and through your soul star to connect in to the Stellar Gateway. She transduces the divine energy field down to a slightly more receivable wave, which is then received by the Stellar Gateway and then received into the crown chakra. And from the crown chakra, clearly down through the third eye, down through the throat to the heart. So she's sort of quite an etheric sort of beauty. She has a very unusual colour and form to her. So again, I invite you to just put a hand on your heart and connect up through from your heart, up through your third eye, through your crown. Become aware of your soul star, which is where your fingertips would touch if you stretch them up above your head. And then up above her is this beautiful luminous portal. If you bring awareness to that, but bring your attention back to your heart and allow for the energy to be received as you breathe in and out with her. This is calling us to remember that we are both physical and spiritual. And one of the lessons that was gifted us by Mary Magdalene was that she showed us how to be 100% physical and 100% spiritual. So as I say, this is the Stellar Gateway, and she is the portal to connect in with Akasha. And it is said, ask and it shall be given. From a pure heart, ask and it shall be given. And this is where that sort of divine dispensation or download is received through. And let's see what the third rose is that wants to come forward this evening as part of the reading. And let's see what rose wisdom there will be. And our third rose is Master Rose 2, and she is the Divine Feminine. There is a real sense that this is coming in to remind us to connect in with the Divine Feminine, connect in with the perfect energy. Okay, we've obviously got people on the call this evening who are not here other than to try and get other people to go to you for readings. Showboy, Adewoyan, please would you remove yourself from the call? I will only delete you afterwards. It's just tedious. Please don't try and get connected into people that are on the call here. I'm sorry folks, we've obviously got somebody that is feeling that they can tout for readings on the call. Anyway, here is the Divine Feminine Rose, and she is asking us to hold our power, to really sit in truth and in our true feminine essence. The power of the rose is the power of love, and the way of the rose is the way of the feminine way of Christed energy. And you can see she has so much wisdom within her, and she is opening one petal at a time to allow for that to be shared. This is stunning, stunning energy to be working with. So today, our three roses for the reading today calling us into grounded presence, into the base chakra. Okay, we've got another one in here as well too. Adimola, please remove yourself from the reading this evening. The problem is, what do? Do you stop doing these readings live and end up with this kind of infiltration? It's just a shame. Please go. Adimola, please go. You've been seen. It's just really frustrating. Anyway, 3 roses for our reading today, and here she is, the beautiful Rose 1, base chakra, calling us to really honour our presence, really to stay grounded, present, and be able to navigate our way through that foundation, through the energies that are so intense at this time. Taking time each day to connect with nature and to stay grounded and present. Sorry folks, I'm really sorry that there is such a lot of activity of people trying to promote love spells. Please go, Adimola. Base chakra. I'm getting into my route. So, oh gosh. Okay, base chakra, beautiful, Rose 1, calling us to bring focus and attention to the physical body and to stay grounded and present and aware of our physical needs, our physical presence here. Just the complete opposite, we have the Stellar Gateway. Swipe to the right, then I don't see. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just going to have a go. Swiped. I don't know, it's not happening. Anyway, whatever. Me and technology are not the bestest friends most of the time. Anyway, I will experiment with swiping off comments during the reading. So, here we are. Our second rose is the Stellar Gateway, and she is calling us to look up, to remember where this connection is, and connecting into the truth and the wisdom that comes down through the divine aspects of self. So we've got both the physical aspect of self and the divine aspect of self that's coming through the Stellar Gateway. And maybe there is a place for you in which there is an ask and it shall be given. Maybe there is a reminder for you with this rose that in full presencing, when there is a question, there is always an answer. And this is a wonderful ally, because in Akasha all is known. And so perhaps calling in on that energy. And of course the beautiful Master Rose 2, the Divine Feminine Rose, calling us into that connection with the divine aspects of the feminine within us, and the divine feminine Christ consciousness, which is really activating through the rose consciousness, and also through this time that we're in. Really bringing a different balance in the body. And of course, as we hold the truth of the feminine within, so our inner masculine has to come into right balance. And for the masculine in coming into right alignment with their own Christed masculine, so the divine feminine activates in equal measure. So these are beautiful, beautiful energies to be working with as we move through this unprecedented time. This is an unknown point that we are at as we enter into this 8-8 gateway. So I hope that it was insightful and helpful for you in guidance for this upcoming weekend. Just to say, I have an attunement, a live attunement and activation on tomorrow evening or Saturday evening to the Rose Codes of Consciousness. And this is the start off of the Rose 1 class online. So if you've registered for Rose 1 online, you will have already got your Zoom link to the attunement and activation tomorrow evening. If you feel to join and explore more of the Rose Codes of Consciousness, the Rose 1 class is active and online now, so you can study at your own pace. And yeah, there's new stuff coming. I'm aware of new work that is coming and will be ready to birth in September. And you know, we are navigating through some interesting times, and the tools at our disposal to help us keep this verticality, to keep our heartfelt presence, to not go into fear when everything around us appears to be not functioning in any way that we would have experienced in the past. And there is a new sense of a new earth that is being birthed and visioned for many of us that are walking the path of light. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. And as ever, with much love and rosy blessings. Bye for now.